Hello, beautiful people. This is Tanya. And in line with this month, we are sharing some of our favorite family holiday meals, desserts, appetizers, whatever. Okay, so this is one of our very favorites. We have this at Thanksgiving, which my aunt usually makes it at Thanksgiving, and we also have it at Christmas, which is when I usually make it. And it's called a Punchbowl Cake. There are several recipes out there for Punchbowl Cake, so you can use whatever kind of filling you want to use. This is what we typically use as blueberry pie filling. Now, if you can this stuff, you can use your canned stuff, but I just went ahead and bought it. Blueberry pie filling, and the reason I have two is because I'll be making two, one for the house, and then my brother who loves this, I already told him, you know, come get your cake, because we're not going to eat two of them. Cherry pie filling, and again I got two of those, and pineapple. It calls for crushed pineapple. I hadn't planned on duplicating it, and Sandra had a thing of tidbits, so we're just going to combine them both. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And also, bananas. As many bananas as you would like. Optional is chop pecans. Some people put the chop pecans through it, you know, as you layer it. I just put some on the top. That's just how I do it. But you put it, you know, you do it whatever way you want to do it. And you'll need some whipped topping. I generally would go through at least 3 8-ounce whipped toppings for one. And since I'm doing 2, I'm thinking I'll probably end up going through, this is a 16-ounce, so I'll probably go through 5. Maybe I still might go through 6. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, oh, and also, this is generally layered, meaning you put in cake, put in pie filling, and then you put a layer of cake. Then you put another kind of pie filling, put a layer of cake. Then you put in whipped topping too. So it's like a trifle thing. It's layered. Okay, I don't do all that. That's a lot of work. My aunt does that, and it's really pretty. It's really pretty. It still tastes the same. It still tastes the same. So I combine all my fruit toppings in one big bowl, like this. Mix it all together with the bananas. Cut the bananas up and mix it all together, which I'll show you all this. Mix it all together, and I just layer it like that. Oh, and you will need cake. I mentioned cake, but I didn't say it. Let me show you. You will need cake as well. And I use the Duncan Hine cake mix, yellow cake mix, by the way. You need yellow cake mix. I use the Duncan Hine yellow cake mix, but you can use whatever brand you want, but it must be yellow. Don't use butter. And some people have done it with strawberry cake. That's not my jam, but if that's what you want to try, you try it. Just like I've seen some people that make, that will do strawberry cake, strawberry pie fillings, and then the whipped topping. To me, that's a strawberry shortcake. But they call it a Punchbowl Cake. I guess because they put it in a punch bowl or put it in a bowl. I don't know. I don't know. But to each his own. And I'm not putting it in a punch bowl either. I have a punch bowl, but I'm not pulling that out because there's no top to it, which means I have to get something to put over it. This will be fine. And the one I'm giving my brother to take with him, I'm putting it in a to-go thing like this, so I don't have to worry about getting it back. So you do it fit your needs. If you want to be pretty, then you can put it in a punch bowl or put it in something that you see through. It's not necessary. It's going to taste the same. So, but again, presentation is everything to some people. Not so much to me, but presentation is everything to some people. So let me combine all of this. And yes, I did wash these lids before I be opening them. Because what I tell you, grocery stores have vermin. And they crawl all over these lids and stuff. Wash your lids, people. So I'm going to combine all these along with my bananas. I'll bring you back and let you see what that looks like. And then we'll start layering everything. Meaning the filling, the cake, my whipped topping. And again, this go at the end. Oh, and FYI, you can put coconut on top as well, like sweet coconut. My aunt does that sometimes. I pick and choose where I want my coconut. I don't necessarily like it in this, so I don't put it in here. But that is an option if you want to. I will put the ingredients for the Punchbowl cake that I do in the description, should you want to do that. But you can go online and just type in Punchbowl cake, and you will see a bunch of different variations on the Punchbowl cake. But I will leave you the link for the recipe I got from my aunt. Okay? So I will see you in a few. And at that time, all this stuff will be combined, open and combined in this bowl and ready to assemble. All right, see you in a little bit. Okay, I wanted to bring you back real quick so you can see that I did put everything in here. That's the blueberry pie filling, cherry. You may not be able to see it. Bananas, no, yeah, bananas and pineapples. That's what that is right there. And like I said, I'm going to mix it all together. It's going to end up being purple, just so you know, because of the blueberries. Ooh, banana jump ship. But this is why I use this big bowl. And again, I am doubling the recipe. You don't have to double it. You do not have to double it. But that's what I do when I make two. And just want to get everything equally incorporated, so that when you start building your cake, every layer we get some of everything. So everybody get some blue pie filling, everybody get some cherry pie filling, bananas and pineapple. Okay? And again, as soon as I get this mixed a little bit better, I'll bring you back and we'll start assembling this. All right, see you in a little bit. Okay, so I have my pie filling and pineapples, and apples all mixed together. So now we're ready to start assembling. Remember, again, what I showed you, I'm doing two. If you want to do one, all you need is one cake, much whipped topping as you need. Like I said, I said 3 of the 8-ounce containers, but you do what you want. And a can of cherry pie filling, can of blueberry pie filling, can of crushed pineapples, and as many as bananas as you would like to have in it. I end up putting all 5 bananas in here, which should be enough. But again, if you don't like bananas, because some people don't like bananas, don't put them in there. You make it how you want to make it. This, like I tell you all the time, a recipe is just a suggestion, okay? Because I don't make it like my aunt makes it. So, but we are going to start out by crumbling this cake up and putting it in the bottom of my container. I cut my cake up already. You don't have to do that. I was just making my life easy. Because when you get the crumbling this cake up, it gets all on your hands. So like I said, I was just trying to make my life easy. But I do like to have a nice little layer at the bottom. A little bit more. Not much more, but a little bit more. See? Okay. And now, let me rinse my hands real quick. And now we're going to take the pie filling. As Sonia told you before, we're just 2 chicks in the kitchen. So we're not chefs or anything. So everything that we do is really simple. Anybody can do it, trust. If we can do it, you can do it. Because cooking is nothing that I necessarily ascribe to. I do it out of necessity. But If somebody want to cook for me, I'm down with it. I have no problem for that. With that, excuse me. See how you got half that layer? See how it's starting to layer? And then we just put some whipped topping. Again, put as much whipped topping as you like between each layer. Let's see if that'll spread. And it don't mind, so it doesn't matter so much if this top layer bleeds. I mean, if this layer bleeds, nobody's gonna see it. See? We did the way you get about it. See? And now I'm just gonna go ahead and put another layer of cake. And of course, as you go up the bowl, piece dropped out. And yes, I did clean this counter, so this is clean. With soap and water. And just so you know, I did cook this cake last night because you do want the cake to be completely cooled when you start using it. Because what you don't want to do is put whipped topping next to a hot cake. It's just going to melt everywhere. Then you end up with cake soup. Now, if I wasn't trying to show you all this, I promise you I would not be washing my hand between each layer. I just think it looks better when my hands are clean. Because you do not want to see my nasty hands in the screenshot, even though I washed them. Because I would be thinking, I was like, why didn't they just cut that? And again, I'm just doing another layer. And you do as many layers as you have cake and filling. Looks like I'm just going to get 2 layers out of this, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. Push this out to the corners. Trying to get it as level as I can. Because remember, I still have that whipped topping I need to put on here. Okay, and holding it up so you can see it. Now, like I told you before, my aunt is really pretty. So she'll have like a cake, blueberry, whipped topping, cake, cherry, whipped topping. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. Not when it tastes the same. That's not who I am. That's not about my life. I appreciate her effort for it, but I'm not doing it. Not in this life. See, like this one just took 2 containers. But you see, I have plenty of pie filling stuff left. Oh, I'll be making others. I'm making one to give to my brother. And I'll probably make some mini ones as well. Trust, they'll get eaten up. Because I have a cousin that lives down the street. Might call him and tell him, hey, you want some Punchbowl Cake? Come get you some. Might do that. Alright, and then just for garnish, sprinkle some pecans on top. Again, this is optional. You don't have to do it. I do it because I like pecans, and you can put it in between as well if you like. That's possible too. But you don't have to do a whole lot. And again, you can use coconut because sometimes my aunt will put coconut on hers. I just pick, like I said, I pick and choose where I like my coconut. This is not where I like it, so I don't do that. Anyway, this is a Punchbowl Cake-ish. No, it is Punchbowl Cake, but this is my version of it. And again, this is one of the holiday desserts that we have every year. Thanksgiving and at Christmas for sure. And sometimes for Father's Day, I'll make one for my brother because he loves it so much. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, leave a legacy. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.